Yes. No, I'm not sure why it did that. I know. No, it was definitely a fault. Sorry, 2 seconds. Hi, how's it going? Welcome back to episode 2.10 of the MD Vlog. Just on the phone to Adobe here. Yes, lads. We recorded it 2 times. Our podcast, and it didn't work. Right? We've had a couple of faults here with Adobe Audition today. So just on the beller, Adobe. Oh, that's them there. They're giving us the yes. Oh, right. Okay. So go into. Got you. Yes. Okay. Thanks, guys. Cheers.
I told you to go fuck yourself, didn't I?
User error. I unplugged my microphone while we were recording the podcast. Don't do that. Stops everything.
So that has been, so that's every time you fidget with the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's come back to bite us at long last.
Yeah. So this is the 3rd time we've recorded episode 2.10 of the MD podcast.
Probably the best 2 intros to your podcast.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't... we're out of jokes now, so...
Yep, pretty much all of our story.
For the next hour.
The question is, at the end, so now we're at 2:10, obviously we stop at 11.
Yeah. I mean, we turn it up to 11.
We turn it, well, yeah.
And then we switch it off.
Yeah,
because it's like, that's a bit loud now.
Have we discussed the time that we're taking off?
No.
Have we discussed doing a possibility of the biggest, best, most badass podcast for the last one? Like a big blowout.
Big blowout, yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, like the end of school, teacher brings in the TV, we can sit and watch film.
Old VHS machine,
old
wheels
VHS.
it in.
Interesting fact, you know what, I used to have one of those wee watches, but I used to be able to control the TVs with.
Oh, yeah.
So I used to just sit, my teacher didn't know, so like we would just sit and like they would put on like, I don't know, fucking Bugsy Malone or some shit, and I just used to sit and turn the channel over, like, you know, whatever was on, and my teacher would be like, what the fuck's wrong with this TV, just banging the side of it and shit. I just be like, just turn it over, turn the volume down, and turn the volume up and all, and then rewind the video and everything, got there, and he's just like, it's broke. I'm like, thank fuck for that. Just carry on my day.
Switch Bugsy off then.
The only time yeah, fucking shit. Yeah. Nah, the only thing
was shit anyway.
Yeah, the only thing was really good for. I was in the hospital one time. Like I was in cause my brother
messing with the heart monitors. Yeah.
No, my brother was like always broke bones. So
his own or other people's?
Yeah, no, his own. I think he's broke like.
Which brother is this?
Andy, my twin. He's broke like nine bones or something every summer.
Classic.
Yeah.
Miserable Andy.
Yeah. Funny, I didn't get any comments about us talking about him.
He doesn't listen to the podcast, does he?
Nah,
he's too busy
breaking
bones.
Yeah, but the funny thing is he hasn't spoke to me either, so maybe he did listen to it.
Yeah.
We didn't say him bad, did we?
Nah, I don't think so. Nothing he didn't know already. Right.
Yeah. Welcome to the truth. But I used to sit in the hospital in casualty and just turn the TV over. Like Match of the Day was on or whatever, and everyone would be sitting watching Equalizer. And I'd just turn it on the Match of the Day. I'd be like, turn that back. Doctor.
Here. Come here, doctor.
Yeah.
Someone's turned this TV over.
So I was thinking.
Why is everyone in a hospital sound like that?
Yeah.
That's just general. I mean,
So I'm chancing me getting some tablets. But yeah.
Well, there's that person in A&E that's been there for like 4 years.
And brings their whole family.
Yeah, and they're there because they've like chipped their toe. They've like kicked their toe against the wall. Like, hey, been in here for 48 hours, and someone's like, "What'd you do? Stub my toe."
Well, you're saying that there. Like I was up with I was in a hospital. I was coming like where you pay for the parking machine was in A&E, and when we were walking in, there was like a man and a wife, and they kind of got like there was a group of them, right?
Yeah.
Only one of them's injured, but they're there for the day,
and
they're wasting everyone's time. And whenever I can't remember, was I visiting someone? I don't know, but I was.
I hope so. Otherwise, you're just a guy.
You're
just in there with them.
Yeah, no, but I was like, I don't know if
I'm in for the vending machines.
Yeah. Now, like it was I can't remember, but I was came back round to pay for my parking, and it was the woman. I'm assuming the wife, but whatever. It was the woman in the relationship was leaving with her entourage, of like, you know, her family members all behind her, and she was literally walking out with a wee plaster over her finger.
Honestly, you're joking me.
Straight up, just walking out with a plaster.
Though, maybe.
Like, see people like that there. The doctor should just open the door and go, "She wasted everyone's time."
There should be like a triage door that just sends you straight into the car park. Sally, with the hurt finger, come on into triage 1, love. Open the door, just fuck her out the back. All the best, you twat. And
yeah,
just send
exactly.
All right, next person with massive head severed injury.
Yeah,
triage.
exactly. Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah,
I used to, whenever I went into A&E on like stupid things like that years ago, it used to annoy me how long it took for shit to be dealt with. When you're sitting in A&E and you're like, I've severely bumped my elbow.
yeah,
And I've been here for like 9 hours and no one's even bothered to look at me.
Yeah.
And then I witnessed A&E with children, where my kids were rushed in hospital. Like we were rushed in A&E with my daughter somewhere about 10 to like 14 times, somewhere
Yeah.
around there over the period, like a year and a half, with an illness she has. And when they deal with a kid and they deal with adults with head wounds, like
yep.
I have a whole new understanding.
Whenever I collapsed, coming in an ambulance and going in that way, and like how those guys do it. And then with my daughter as well, she went blue. She just turned blue one day. I got a phone call. She's blue. I was like, what shade of blue? Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But whenever I went
Smurf
up,
blue.
yeah. But they're amazing. Like, and hats off to them. But yeah, it's just a bunch of fucking wasters. But there you go.
It just changes your whole
really does.
perspective on how they deal with.
And now
with
you
all that
understand
stuff.
why you were sitting there because you'd fallen off your bike.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
you were there for 9 hours. What they're trying to tell you is fuck off.
Yeah, like I rocked in one day because Pam and I was packing to go do something. She kicked me in the face. That doesn't sound great, all right? But
Classic
I was tickling,
Paula.
classic. I was holding their feet, and she kicked me in the face.
Yep.
And then I was like, "I think you've split my tongue," and she was like, "Yeah, dead on." And then I opened my mouth, and my entire tongue
Right.
was just hanging open.
Really?
Fully, almost right the way
Shit.
through, just flapped open.
Wow.
Just blood pissing out of my mouth.
Like a
And I went
flap? Like a proper flap?
Like a flap. And then I went out, and we rocked into A&E, and the woman was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I just opened my mouth.
Yeah.
Onto her table.
Do you like Gene Simmons? Yeah.
You can put my tongue in your ear. I don't even have to be in the same room because it's fucking hanging off. So I showed her, and she just went, "Oh, geez, all right, go and sit down." And then it took like 3 hours or something for like a doctor to see me, and he goes, "Bit of salt water." Legit. I was
Did
like,
he?
"All right, cheers, doc." All I needed, but like I always felt like they could deal with it. Like they need like someone that could just like triage should be bringing in and going, "Yeah, fuck off home, mate. You're all right." You're all right.
They just try to assess you. You still
Yeah.
need to be seen by a doctor.
Yeah, and it needs to be like there almost needs to be a doctor that's just got his shit together.
Yeah.
He just walks out with a clipboard and walks up to you and just goes, "You, sprained finger, go home.
Yeah.
You're just a twat. Go
Yeah.
home. You broke your foot. All right, hang about for about 6 hours. You, where's your head? Oh, rolling over there, right? You're actually clinically dead, so I'll just take you down to the morgue."
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like, we're able to work that bit out. And I was like, I couldn't believe how long it took. And then the minute I saw it with my kids, I was like, oh, that's why. Because while you're sitting there in a like a
there's
hospital
people
wheelchair
at the back dying.
because you've dislocated your ankle playing
Yeah.
five-a-side football.
Yeah.
And you're like, why am I waiting? And then you're like, because there's a fucking kid that fell down some steps and smashed their head open.
Yeah.
And they've come in the back door and you haven't even seen it. And
Yeah,
that
100%.
changed everything. So now sometimes I just go down to A&E, just keep you company.
Yeah.
Sit there for 48 hours.
Yep.
Oh, I'm not even here for anything. I'm just here to keep you all. I
Yeah.
don't do that.
I
And
know-
I'll never do that.
The best thing ever about the hospital that we would frequent with the whole pregnancies is now they take contactless on the vending machines. Boom.
Christ, flakes.
No fucking no looking around for coinage for a bottle of water.
What
Right.
about the car parking? Does that take?
Still coins.
Still coins, yeah.
Bastards.
Yeah.
Well, guess what Lindsay did the other day? Well, we were up for one of our appointments, and she was I was bag of Monster Munch, fucking Coke Zero and all. I was loving life because it was like boop boop.
Yeah, you just
eating.
you
I was out for
slapping
the day.
your card just on any machine. You
Man,
up
yeah.
to old ladies the machine. Do you want me to buy that Myrtle?
Yeah. Yeah.
Myrtle's got her fucking Twix. She's
Shut
away.
up. I was like full balling, right? And then went to pay for the parking.
Nothing.
Nothing, no money. So what did Lindsay do? Hit the wee help button. Excuse me, I come off my appointment. I have no change and all that. And started playing like this victim.
Yeah.
And then they were like, no problem, love. Whenever you get that barrier, phone us back.
Yeah.
And I just let her out for free.
Sweet. So if you listen to that, that's how you get out of the Ulster
That's how you get
hospital.
out. Well, try it when you're a pregnant woman.
Yeah.
I was just in the back in the cars eating like
Yeah.
maybe stuffing bag Chris.
Yeah. All they can hear is like, have you got a small pig in the back of your car
Yeah. Here, mate.
grazing from
Here,
a bag?
thanks for opening that dark barrier. It's 1/2 Twix.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing it.
We haven't got any money to get out because we used it all on the vending machines. The vending machines are cord. All right, sorry. Yeah, it is. It's funny that like, cause that's that whole like, oh god, we went through our pregnancy bits were all while they were building the back end of that hospital, and it was like, so we
Yeah.
had that whole like shit show out the front where 7 billion people try to park at 8 spaces.
Yeah.
And you queued for 48 days to
Before
get
they built
into
a multi-story bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
So,
pretty shit.
so you used to be late for every appointment because you were in a queue trying to get into that
Which
thing.
I
But
don't
now
really-
you're late for every appointment
I
because
don't
you have
understand.
to drive to space to get a park.
Yeah. That was the car park
I'm like a vertigo at the
Well,
top.
that was the car park I was in the van.
No, thanks, not for me.
No, it was hairy. Like, you know, I was ducking and everything. But what I don't really understand, I don't know what the protocol is or what you would do. But if you rock up to any car park, right, and there's a queue to get in,
Yeah.
it's full,
Yeah.
right? Would you join the queue and wait? Because my theory is, right, say for example, like a hospital one, it's visiting times, right?
Yeah.
So you know the visiting, say 2 to 3. Let's
Yeah.
say 2 to 3, right? And you pull up the hospital, and there's a queue to get in, and the queue is like 9 cars back.
Yeah. You ain't getting in for an hour.
No, well, that's my point. So why would you sit there?
No.
Like, I just look at these people and just be like, "You're what's wrong with the world."
Yeah.
Like, there's something wrong with your head. Like, why would you sit 9 cars deep, even 2 cars deep, and go? But then I agree. I think that, like, why would you queue for a fucking boojum? Do you know what I mean?
Queuing for a boojum isn't the problem. It's the deciding to go in the first place.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Yeah, I don't. But then you'd queue for McDonald's.
Yes, but you know it's going to be quick.
Yeah, true.
You know it's going to be pretty speedy. Like, I wouldn't queue for, like, I'm a fan of it, right? My friend runs the thing. Guilt trip. Wouldn't go. It's like, I'm not queuing for a donut. I don't care. Dude, wish you all the success in the world. I think it's amazing what you're doing. But I'm not queuing for a donut. There's no fucking way am I queuing for a donut.
Yeah, I know. I had a bit of difficulty with that at the beginning as well, because I kept rocking up at donut queue time or on a Monday, where like in this country so many things are closed
like,
on Mondays.
Or you do that thing where, like, you know what I mean, drop the kids at school. I know what I'm doing here.
We donut, yeah,
No, don't open to 10.
yeah.
Fuck,
You're like, yeah. What am I gonna do?
you don't deserve business, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I know. And then I tried their donuts, and I was like,
I get it. Like, that's
no,
what I'm
I'd
saying.
take a tent.
I really like what they're doing. I was like, I'm not queuing
asked
for
them,
that
and they
shit.
give me some tips, some insider tips into times to come down when it's empty, and that's what I do now. So
Yeah.
it's brilliant.
Well, the first time I ever went down
I'm not
was
telling you, by the way. I'm not telling anyone what the tip is, because
yeah.
otherwise I'll be in a queue again.
Or you'll have to meet someone you don't want to talk to.
Yeah,
It's even worse.
me meh.
Yeah,
Are you joking, Mom? By the way, how's it going?
yeah. Did she listen to the
Oh,
last
she
one?
listens to all of them.
Did she listen to that? Did you get any feedback from your mum?
She sends me laughing emojis.
Ah.
Just listen to the podcast. Laugh, laugh, laugh.
Do you know I have
Loves
been
it.
getting a good bit of response to our podcast to the old inbox.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, people enjoyed our angle on TransLink.
Well, more in public transport.
Yeah, not really TransLink.
Yeah. I mean, that is our public transport, but generally
Generally public
transport.
Yeah. And it was funny too because it seemed to be that the beauty about it was people were sitting on a bus listening to it.
The irony.
Yeah, it's great.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Just know that we were not on a
Yeah.
bus.
You're sitting there late in traffic with us in your ear holes talking about being late in traffic. As
Well-
the advertising campaign says, you're not in traffic. You are traffic.
You're lying. I'm in my jammies editing.
And let him face.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, it's a funny old thing because I feel like I don't even know. I'm actually beyond caring anymore with the podcast. I just quite enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
You know, even if it's just you, me, and my mom listen to it. Not
Yeah.
at the same time, but
Then that's what we agreed on what it would be at the very
Yeah.
start. We did it when we started doing this season. We just agreed that it would be something that we would do regardless and
Yeah.
just like enjoy, and that would be it.
yeah, I think I really enjoy a lot more without having an agenda because I've got an agenda with a lot of stuff. You know,
Yeah.
like just everything's got a plan. It's like this is what we're going to try to do. This is what I want to achieve.
But then
and-
that there's essentially what we'll do on the day to day will be like, so someone will say, "Oh, would you shoot a video, or would you come take photos, or you go
you
and you
sweep
talk."
these leaves up.
Yeah, no, but like, or you'll go and meet people and they'll rob your ideas. You know, God
Yeah.
damn it. But what
That's actually that's called picking your brain.
Oh yeah, picking
Yeah,
your
can I
brain.
pick your brain.
Fucking-
What does that mean?
I hate that shit.
Yeah.
I hate it.
What does that actually mean? Picking
It's
your brain?
actually. Do you know what? I never thought about it at all until I listened to the guys at Daily Talk Show talking about it. Where Tommy, where they were.
I haven't heard.
It was the first podcast I ever heard them talking, and it was on Matt D'Avella's, and it was. it was Tommy and they were saying that they hate when people are like, "Oh, can I pick your brain?"
Yeah.
And then I was like, I hate that too.
Yeah.
But anyway, it doesn't matter. But pretty much your day to day goes and like thinking about a story or a video or someone else's video or thinking about something else and whatever it is, whatever. And it's always just good not to do that.
Yeah.
I think that's what
Have
this is.
no agenda. Yeah.
Zero agenda.
Makes it way more relaxing.
Apart from there has to be one recorded.
Yeah, and then the mic needs to be plugged in.
Yep.
That's normally higher in the criteria for this podcast.
Yeah.
Plug the mic in. Mic plugged in, yes. Both of you present. Both awake.
Barely.
Yeah. Both wearing your own clothing? No, not so much.
Nope.
Right. Okay. So no, I know. Yeah, I'm with you on that. It's a funny old one though. That whole like, it's a kind of a decorum, isn't it? Social etiquette that we've just lost in humanity across the board. I often wonder this because here's an interesting one. I've literally just come here. By the way, just for you all listening to this in the comfort of your public transport or your beds or wherever your ear holes are digesting. It's currently 2 minutes past midnight.
Yeah.
And the bearded wonder and I are sitting here
Fading
in the
fast.
corner of a room in a huge building.
Which is always really scary leaving.
Yeah, it's very eerie.
Really eerie.
Just recording this podcast for you.
Yeah.
But I have literally come here from a shoot, right? Shooting an event. Good fun. But I was walking around the event being like, this doesn't happen to anyone else, right? I'm walking around an event. This has been like this for years. And this is just one of those things. If you've ever filmed an event, and it doesn't, I don't feel like it happens the same amount with photography because I do photo events and video. More with video, I think, is I have to linger a bit more. But in photography, people just go, yo, take a photo of me. And you just go, yeah, and walk off and they leave you alone. But video is a bit like weird. So you video people and they get involved.
Yeah.
You know, they give you an opinion. They ask you shit about it. And I'm like, there's this interaction point that happens when you're filming the general public in an event that doesn't happen at any other job, I don't think.
Okay.
You know, like, you don't go into the spar garage and there's a dude stacking the shelves. You know, putting new stuff in the shelving. You know, we have to go, ew, loves his beans. You don't. You just walk past him. He's putting stuff in the shelf.
Yeah, he's just working.
Yeah. You're just there. You don't go out into the forecourt, fill up your fuel, and there's a dude there like, I don't know, what do you do in the forecourt? Brush up some dirt.
Emptying a bin.
Emptying a bin. Maybe changing the gloves.
Yeah.
You know, cleaning the machines. You know, go, ew, maintenance.
Yeah.
And then sit there and go, look at your man, thinks he's cool doing maintenance, does he? It doesn't happen.
He's got fucking steel-toe cap boots on.
Yeah, it doesn't happen anywhere else. You don't get on the bus or a train and comment on what the bus driver's doing. You don't go into the bank and go, bank teller? Tell her what?
Yeah.
You know, you don't. But filming, everyone has a comment.
Oh,
you video
yeah.
someone, and you could just be filming, and you hear people in the background going, what's he even pointing that camera at? I'm like, at you, because you're at a fucking event, and I have to film it. And I always want to go over and I want to be like, can you please not make this more difficult? I'm just doing my job.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I was actually sending you today, that thing I was doing, and I tried to film a bit, and I just got hounded. Like, every time I fucking produced the camera, dickhead security guards were like, oh, could you not film here, please?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I was like, oh, why? Like, why not?
Yeah.
And I was like, but in that situation, I'll like take the mic off the top, and it'll literally just be the camera and the most inconspicuous lens ever. Like, you know, and I'll just, because it's just some footage you want to get. Like, it's nothing too creepy, but it kind of, it's the story that I'm trying to tell. Yes, for clarity, I'm filming in a shop that's in a shopping centre. The shop had no problem with me filming, but the shopping centre did. Yeah. And the security guards are being assholes.
Security guards, security guards are to police.
But they've just heard someone saying no one's allowed to film.
Yeah.
And they're just enforcing that. And I totally get that. They're, instead of kind of going, what is it you're filming for?
Yeah.
That's just some wee shite video that no one's going to watch.
Yeah.
What about it?
Yeah.
Do you know, let's be real.
Yeah.
And then they'll go, all right, okay. Has the shop that you're actually filming in, have they said it's okay? Yeah. I'll then go ahead. But no. Could you put the camera away? Could you put the camera away?
Yeah.
And like, I had my wee boy with me, and he was like getting chatted up by 2 old age pensioners.
Standard.
Yeah, they were like, oh, he's dead.
Knowing the shopping centre you were in, that sounds about right.
Yeah, of course. Oh, look, he's dead cute and all. We're trying to give him like ice cream. I was like, could you stop trying to feed my kid?
I mean, that's also another thing, like the video thing, where people interact because you have a kid. Old people interact.
Yeah.
Oh, what's his wee name? His name's fuck off. And leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
just ruined that.
Yeah.
So one time he's looked at the camera like crying and his snot up his beak.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, like it's like things like that. You're like, well, it is. I totally get that. And then if you make a video, everyone has their opinion on it.
Yeah.
Do you ever think like that? You know, like
yeah, it's a very funny. It's definitely a very funny thing to do. I always get stuck in this. Like most of me enjoys the stupidity. Like even when this thing's happening, I'm just like, on the outside, I'm just shaking my head like in just disbelief. But I'm also laughing at how this is happening and just like the things people say and the opinions people have on everything and like,
yeah,
like it doesn't happen in so many other things.
Yeah.
There's so many other jobs in life that you do and no one bats an eyelid. And you put a video out and someone goes, I'm not totally sure about the way the light was there. I don't really like the colour. And you're like, oh, right.
Yeah.
Or most hated.
Or the other one, could you not make it do more like, and what they've just asked you to do is add in clips that you didn't even film?
Yeah.
Like just.
I like the shots you've got covering the football event, but what about when Apollo 14 exploded? Can we pop that in?
Yeah.
Space footage.
Yes.
Don't fucking speak to me about space.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but like, I mean, I did a job where like everybody thought that they knew it was like, obviously it was in computers, and everybody thought everyone had their opinion on what it was straight away. So they'd come out and they'd be like, no, computer's not doing this here. And straight away you knew as soon as they even said the first three words, you were like, yep, I know what it is.
There's a banana under your keyboard.
Yeah, no, but like they would say something really daft. The funniest one of all of it would have probably been, I'm not getting any calls on my phone. And you're like that there.
This is just the phone case you've got, by the way.
No.
Phone.
It's even better than that. You go like, I'm not getting any calls on my phone. Like my wife, she's sitting beside me, she's getting calls. So how's that fucking phone?
Yeah.
It's broke.
Have you got nits?
No, yeah. So like you're like that there. Really?
All
you're
right.
like, oh, sorry to hear that. Oh, that's blah, blah, blah. And then they would go, and then you would just do that swipe up thing and turn the moon off. On this thing, do not disturb.
Yeah,
you've hit the wee button there. And then what's even funny is they get more irate at you because you've just made them wait the whole journey for you to turn moon. I also think that mechanics would probably be that one there. You drive up to the thing and be like, there's a knocking coming from out there thing. I think it's obviously a sump.
Yeah. I'm a prime example. So like what if I had a guy recently messaging me about doing some work and there was a lot of questioning going on. There was a lot of like, and I felt like going, do you want to do the video or just not bother?
Yeah.
Right? And then I laughed because I was like, the way he's dealing with it, it's like that. I don't really know if I need nor want to pay for this. I'm just trying to work it out. And I'm like, that's literally what I'm like with like a car mechanic.
Yeah.
I mean, just wondering, I need to get my car fixed. And I was just wondering, what price do you think it would cost to fix the cylinders?
Yeah.
The guy's like, what's wrong with cylinders? I don't really know, but they're just,
Yep.
the car's not working. And the guy's like, bring it and I'll have a look. Well, and there's a lot of this, like, I've Googled, why is my car not working?
The worst thing ever.
And and Google's told me it could be cylinders or my car could have a brain tumor.
Well, do you know what my answer was always to the, I've Googled it. My response always was, oh, right, okay. All right, so how many of these iPhones or how many of these phones were made?
Yeah.
How many was sold in the first weekend? Millions.
Yeah. How many of them have...
So how many, all over the world, how many of them is there? Literally hundreds of millions. Billions.
Yeah.
13 people in a forum and it's a common problem?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. I know you think that's a common problem, but at no point does orange juice leak out of the A4
Yeah,
chip.
exactly. Yeah, you fucked it.
Yeah,
But
you dipped it inside your juice, didn't
I
you?
would say that there. Probably there you are with just doing video is pretty much like being a car mechanic.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I think...
But like the difference is though that I'm going to a car mechanic, basically I'm going to a car mechanic going, I've done a bit of research because I just don't want you to rip me off.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm not even talking about clients. I'm talking about like when you're filming an event and just people. Like if you, like for example, if you just...
Or this one in the back. Yeah. That.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you just walk down the street with a camera, someone just goes, take a photo. And you're like, why? So whenever I have a camera at an event and someone goes, take a photo, I just go, I would, but I'm just doing video. And they go, all right. They walk away. Sorry, it only shoots video. And people go, all right. And I'm like, that's the only way I can work around it. Because I just video camera. I would, but it's a video camera.
I said this to someone that I kind of knew, but they were like, get me on your video. And I was like, oh, no, I've left out the filter that gets rid of ugly. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah. Sorry, Mom.
Yeah. Yeah, like things like that. Yeah, I totally get that. That is really frustrating. Or do what I did. I filmed the whole event. Right, I was it was like a pop-up kitchen thing, and I was filming. It was quite noisy. It was a lot. It was very fast-paced. I don't know if you've ever been in a kitchen when chefs are cooking, but
yeah, I do a bit of cooking myself.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
oh yeah, a wee bit of.
I can stand the heat.
It's this chicken korma.
Yeah. Eggs. Oh, they're burned. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, but like if you've ever seen a chef prepare 50 plates of food, it's intense. Like it's but it's good, right? So I was filming this event, whatever, and a girl we know, that Belfast girl, was, when I got home, her stories was, she was like, oh, it was really great to be at this event. And then my wife then said, was that event were you at that same event that Gemma was at? I was like, nah, didn't see her. And she was there, she was sitting there the whole time, and with her, but she had her back to me, and like I was there for a good 2 hours. And when I say there was like 50 people, but there were 50 people spread out. Like I noticed everybody's table. I went around filming her, but she had her back to me. Didn't notice her the whole time. I was like, and I was going back.
Attention to detail there.
Oh, but you know, would you ever get that when you're just like in the zone
when
of
you're
film?
in the zone, you go into like a zombie state. And you just look.
They're not people.
For me,
They're just
everyone's
shapes.
just a focal point. I'm just like, and we're in focus, out of focus, in focus, out of focus. You could be filming everybody in your family, you wouldn't even realize.
Or you go back and look through the footage and realize that the person that you were like focusing on was actually doing like a really weird face. Yeah. So that happened to me. That was even worse.
It is kind of awkward. That I always find I get into some awkward conversations sometimes with people when you're out filming a job and you're kind of you're like, yep, no sweat. I'm just gonna crack on and carry on doing my job. You know, I always find that hard about filming events because people want to. Sometimes if you bump into someone, they want to chat to you. And you're like, love to chat. Getting paid to do something. Yeah,
you're out for the night. I'm filming for the night. Yeah, I get that.
And I did one. What was it? I literally at this event I was at. One of the guys, like the main guys at the event, he comes up to me. He was like on the stage talking, and I'd been filming some bits, and he catch me back, and he goes, "Oh, how you getting on?" I was like, yeah, good. And then we just looked at each other, and I thought I should have just walked away and just carried on. But I was like, and I don't know why I said it, but I was like, well, what are you at? What's that?
And in his head, he's like, oh no, his dick's talking to me. Fuck, I wish I had just walked away.
What are you at? Well, I'm still here at the fucking event that you're here filming. That you've just, I mean, what do you think I'm at?
Yeah.
You know, I'm starting a hot air balloon race out the back.
Yeah.
If you're interested, come on out. Yeah. You know, we're out next to the camels.
Yeah. What are you at? You've just filmed everything I've done.
Truly, I knew.
Just hit.
And I was like,
go back to your clips.
I feel like, do you know what? That was just an autopilot. That just came out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Like, as I said it, I was like, why did I ask him that?
It was like a taxi driver. Been busy, are you?
Yeah.
What time are you on to? What time are you on to?
Yeah, exactly. All those stupid, exactly those questions. I'm just like, why did I ask you that? Sometimes I'm like, don't worry about that. You know, here, don't worry about that. I didn't mean to say that. I just came out of my mouth. I wasn't thinking out loud, actually.
Yeah.
Just thinking out loud. Actually,
and then just like film him. Just walking away.
Yeah. Slow-mo.
Yeah.
You like track out through the hedges, Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm the, like, sometimes I just say things. Like, just get in. Like, and there's times where I've got the control to just absorb the awkwardness and just sit there. Like, my brother's a pro at it. If you're like, when a conversation if someone comes up to it, like, and I get really annoyed if I'm sitting there with a group and someone approaches a group and then doesn't say anything. And they walk up and they go, all right? They just look at you.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, you came over here, buddy.
Yep.
What do you want to say? Nothing. Righto. And then just carry on. But like, there are times where you just like completely forget everything that was going on in your head. You're like, and someone looks at you and they go,
I find.
all right. And you go, I don't know what are we talking about? What? I wasn't listening to anything. See you later. You should just walk away from the conversation and go straight home.
I do the being a twin. I've been in these scenarios where somebody's thought it was Andy and vice versa. And there was the guy who's actually like, I don't know if I've said this story, but there's a guy that was like, he's a super nice guy. And I've actually done like he did some articles for like a newspaper, and he actually interviewed me like down the line. Like, he's a real nice dude. But there was like the corner. Like, imagine just like a corner, and he's standing on the corner, like, and I could see him on the periphery. He's a tall guy, and I was walking with like Lindsay, so he's on my left side as I'm sort of walking around this corner, and he had like 2 or 3 people in front of him, and I've got Lindsay on my right, so I'm talking to Lindsay, but kind of like looking forward, and I can see him on peripheral. You know when someone just like peacocks,
Yeah.
and you can see them, and you can
They're
see.
trying to make eye contact with you.
Yeah,
Oh,
so he like peacocked like that there, and he went like that there. He just put his arm up and started to walk forward.
Oh,
Like that
Hitler.
there. Yeah, just Hitler, right, yeah, fucking Hitler.
Jesus.
He just like put his arm up and just went, and he went like that there, Andy, like that, and I went, but I just kept my head looking at Lindsay, and just went nope, and just walked on, and he just kind of was like, but he just stood there with his arm like totally dismayed, like how did
And
that happen?
also, by the way, completely denied.
Yeah,
No, denied.
yeah, no, but he just kind of stood looking, and it was really awkward because like you imagine he's on the corner, he can see me going up the whole other way.
Yeah.
So, but like
He's
he just
thinking,
stood
he's
there
a
for ages,
twat.
but all his wee posse had now turned round to him, and we're looking going, you don't even know that guy.
Yeah, you do not know who that was, do you?
Yeah, until later on, I went and Andy was there and I met him, and I was like, he goes, I went to say hello to you in our jump center. And I was like, yeah, you call me Andy, my name's not.
Yeah.
Andy.
Yeah.
I don't know you.
Yeah, 5 shots.
Even worse, the other day, like 2 days ago, this guy walked past me. I was like, in mid conversation with like, I was talking to my daughter, and I was like, yeah, so dad things, daughter things, and then this guy just walked past me, and went, all right, Sparks, and just walked on.
Oh, is this like a they know you from the international? They know you
I have
from
no idea.
interwebs?
No idea, but he like honestly walked past and went, all right, Sparks, and then walked on. And I looked around, I was like, I didn't even know that. He just
Yeah,
looked
yeah.
like,
I had blown
and
a
then
kiss.
Katie was like, did you not say hello to that guy? And I said I would, but I don't know him.
Yeah.
Don't know who he was.
I would be
And then
mum told me not
the
to
funny
speak
thing
to
was when I
strangers.
got in the in the van, like Lindsay,
He was there.
yeah,
All right, Sparks.
fixing the door, fixing the door.
Fixing a sump.
Yeah, no, whenever I got in the van, Katie was like, Daddy, some guy walked past Dad and knew him. And then I was like, no idea, never seen him. And then she was like, you probably stood and spoke to him for about half an hour. Like, I'm really
You
bad
were
with
probably
it.
best man at his wedding.
Probably was. But like, if I go out with Andy knows everyone. Like, everyone. Everybody.
Classic Andy.
He just fucking stands and talks to
Yeah. Dead on
everybody.
Andy.
Like-
Leave you here, will I? And I'll go.
Yeah, but like you go out with Andy for like, you know, just I don't know, obviously doing some bloke stuff like band screws.
Yeah, just out. Yeah.
yeah,
Picking timber.
Yeah, of
Just
course.
a few sheets of hardboard. What
Yeah,
for?
exactly.
Don't know yet.
Yeah, we're just measuring
Yeah,
stuff.
we'll cut up with this angle saw.
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
back that I'm getting it.
What do we
from
need?
Lidl.
3 or 4 mil? You know,
Yeah,
it's-
we'll get the hard ply. Well, yeah, I'll just run that through the circular bender saw. Where you getting that from? Well, I need to get a fucking roast chicken, so I thought I'd grab one from Lidl.
yeah. I need 3. I need a green pepper, a yellow pepper,
Yeah.
and a fucking angle grinder. What about it?
Are you away to get some yogurt? Yeah, you wouldn't get me a little bag of spinach and 4 sheets of 8 mil ply.
Yeah. So like, here, last show, little,
Do it in little.
absolutely, just
Go in with a budget.
that'd be hilarious just to do the whole
More control
show
in show.
in little.
They still ain't biting,
They haven't.
you know?
No.
Dear Lidl.
Do you know what? That's
whatever
kind of
it
one
is.
of them things. Like we've done all we can.
Yeah.
Guys, we need your help.
Like, we've got the ball rolling. It's up to you, you mega store, to get this.
Yeah, like and
By the way,
if you're listening to this on a bus, stop listening for 1 second.
yeah.
At little,
Yeah.
and just be like,
Yeah, if you're listening to this at all, stop what you're doing at Little NI. Give these guys the new fog machine that's in at the minute.
yep.
Because legit, fog machine,
Really?
$29.99.
That's banging.
Are you going to buy that?
Do you know what I did see? What was I on the other day for? Nah, the funniest thing I've ever seen is a pump action drain blocker. Like what? A pump
I don't
action?
understand. I still don't understand what that. I mean, I understand
Pump action?
it blocks a drain.
I just imagine like, you
Is
know,
that not
like
just you
I need-
fisting your toilet?
No, but like I mean, it's just imagine I need to close your boot and your pump action drain out blocker. Like
Yeah.
you know what I
And
mean?
you know what part is good? Oh, it doesn't really do much. Nothing.
Good job about the salami heat.
Whap that down there.
Yeah.
Kick it down the drain.
No.
Yeah, it's a funny old those circumstances. So I walked up to this guy like I don't know yesterday or today, and he saw me. I saw him.
Cool.
Walked up and he was like,
Sweet
"All
high
right."
five.
He shook hands. God, it's late, isn't it?
It is late.
He hand shooked me so abruptly.
Into oblivion.
So abruptly, right? That my thumb clicked out of place a little bit, right? So he came in so hard. I was like this, but my thumb went like it made a noticeable
Did it?
click. You know, you just your hands click.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, all right. And then I thought, and he didn't even go, sorry, did I just fuck your hand up there? I just went, and I thought, and then he looked at me and I was like, oh Christ. And then my thumb was a bit like twitchy for a bit. And I thought, like, those interactions are funny because I'm very aware. Oh, here. Mrs. phoning you.
Oh dear.
This could be it.
Hello? Hello?
You're not receiving any calls, yeah?
Doing a podcast?
If she's not in labour,
Yeah. Like literally recording it now.
this is happening. So what's happening now is Mark's on the phone to his wife, who's
Yeah.
under strict instruction not to phone during the podcast, unless, of course, she is birthing a bearded child. You know, beard first. Just a beard with feet
Yeah.
sticking out the end of it.
Where are we? We're nearly done now.
Yeah. And this is going to be a short podcast anyway because, well, we've recorded 3 times and it's
Right,
now
right,
20
see you
past
soon, bye.
20 past midnight. Thanks.
Fine. She did that thing where she like woke up. I know, she did that thing where she like woke up and was like out there.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Have I just birthed a kid? No, that's just the last one
Yeah.
sitting there.
So yeah.
Good job, Lindsay, if you're listening, for not birthing while we're
Yeah,
doing
it's
a
getting
podcast.
that there stage where it's like every wee movement, every sort of like niggle, it's just like, is this it?
Yeah.
Is this it? I'm like, nah.
Episode 11 could be live from the foot of the bed.
Yeah. Yeah, like
We
you'll
can
be.
mic it, we can
do you know
mic her
what?
up.
Do you know what's really funny this week? What's happening? Hang on a minute, hold that there
Yeah.
thought. Right, go push,
Yeah.
push, push, push,
Push.
push, push, push. Yeah, I was in Little.
So then getting a small diaper and
Yeah.
a chainsaw for the kid. Yeah, so I don't really know. Anyway, episode 2.11 up next. I'm not sure. This legitimately we recorded this podcast for almost the guts of 35 minutes and then realised.
We actually
Don't-
did it twice.
Still not
So we
done
had
this
like we've done it like pretty much 2.5 podcasts worth tonight.
Yeah, and if you're watching this now, let us know what you think of the light setup. We've changed it a bit. Let us know if you know what we've done differently. You know? What have we done to change that? What we do here, we
Yep.
just change things up.
Yeah,
You know, we could call it trial and error or make it up as you go along.
it pretty much is.
Yeah.
I would-
Experimentation, just testing new things.
Yeah.
Always testing new things in the podcast here. What will happen if we disconnect the mics middle of the podcast? Oh,
Yeah,
we
we've
lose
done,
everything.
We've done that there.
Fact.
But yeah, I'm trying. I'd love to do something for the last one, and then like is the gap going to be like a hiatus?
I don't know.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
What do we do? Don't know. Just have
Dunno.
to keep everyone on their toes.
Anyway, so we'll work that out. Episode 2.11, the final episode of season 2, coming out next week. I'm sure you're all really like, oh god,
God, I'm just looking forward.
what other shit will I listen to? While I
I'm just
drive to
looking
work?
forward to listening back to this one and see what we actually talked
I
about
know,
because I'm
yeah.
fucking. It feels like a dream.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I've been up. Like I've literally been working since 7:30 this morning. So I
Yeah.
feel like
I was up
whoever
from-
is waiting for me to do something with them tomorrow, I might not be doing it. You know,
Yeah.
might not wake up until about 10.
I'm gonna go back and make sure I haven't got a kid just sitting there waiting on me.
Yeah. A new one, you mean?
A new one, yeah.
Yeah.
A new one, Jesus.
Just all of them waiting. Anyway, that's us. That's been right at the end there. And the cough
Yeah.
came up. I feel like I'm about to die. Thanks for listening. I've been Dylan. He's
Wearing his wife hoodie. So,
oh wow, that was okay. The bearded wonder.
yeah. It has to be addressed because someone will say it. We talked.
I don't think it looks like a girl's hoodie though.
But we talked about it in the last one and didn't address it in this one, and now I'm really paranoid. I'm wearing my wife's hoodie.
I think you could get away with it though,
Do you
because
think
it
so?
looks like just a.
But imagine it like with like leggings
I
and a pair
just
of pink
don't
trainers.
think that hoodie identifies as a girl's hoodie.
You sure?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think that hoodie can be whatever hoodie it wants to be. Who are we to judge?
So I'm wearing a really masculine hoodie.
Yeah, he's wearing a grey hoodie.
Yeah, just
A
just
grey hoodie
yeah.
that literally could be any gender at all. Join us next week when we tell you about our socks.
Yeah.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Jeez.
My God, I'm fucking shattered.
Same here, man.
Right, talk to you all later. Good night.
Bye. Let's
So at
do
least
that.
we've learned now.
Yeah, let's do that bit where we tend to have banter, but we're not. Just fall asleep.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that with that outtake bit. Oh, we've got so much left of it. But I was depleted when we started this.
Yeah.
You know? Do you know this? You know about 6 o'clock when I messaged you saying I'll be ready to record at 10:15.
Yeah.
Should have gone home then.
Yeah.
Should have phoned the job I was going to go, I'm not coming to this either, lads. Knackered.